Alright, so I've got Alan in the booth teaching him how to blend a silver. He's doing pretty good, like less than 1 month at this shop and he's already blending silvers. Killer, mate. Working his way up. As I said in previous videos, like I'm just going to show him how to do everything the first time and we'll do videos of it. And after I've showed him a couple of times, he's going to fly solo. So yeah, he's doing well. So he's got 2 coats, so you got your coverage there. We'll get a couple of coats on here, just sort of like bring your colour around that door handle area. You got it? Yeah, but that's fine. It's up that end anyway. Did you tack rag it already? So we've got a brand new door over here too. Pretty straightforward there. Got some wet on wet primer down on it already. He's done all this himself. I haven't helped him out at all. I did give him a quick hand on the colour, just tinting the colour around. But apart from that, it's all him. He even did all the seam sealer work on the inside of this this door too. So I showed him, I did like 1 section and I said, you do the rest. Oh yeah, little cut through. We can just squirt a little bit of colour over there. It's down low anyway, it's not going to be a big deal. That's only going to take like half a coat to cover anyway, so probably just 2 coats. That's it. Just blow the air on that for a minute, just to dry it down, and do the same thing again. That's fine to go. Beautiful. All right, so how many coats have you got on the door? 2? On the inside as well? Just 1 on the inside. We'll go 1 more on the inside and that'll be enough. So 2 coats on the insides of panels is usually enough. We'll get your final coat on the outside and then we'll come over and do these blends. Yeah, so just keep it as even as you can with this silver because it can mottle even on a single panel where you're not doing blends. Just medium wet over the whole thing. That's it. Beautiful, mate. So now what we're going to do, I've got some 599 in this gun. I was actually just over next door in the other booth doing a blend on a silver. So I've ditched the 222S for a bit. We're going to go back to doing it the proper way, 599. So that's mainly covered. So now you've got your 2 coats on. What's going to have happened here is there's going to be little bits of overspray that's turned into sort of like a sand pit. So I'll give that a quick tack cloth, tack rag. There are, like, you can actually put that 599 down first if you like. Some people prefer to do it that way. The other painter here likes to do it that way. Well, both of the other 2 do it that way, but I find it blends in better to the wet 599.
The landings ain't wet, so it's better in there.
Everybody likes it wet, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. Got to get it wet. So yeah, grab that 599, whack it in the gun, and just on a colour like this, it's probably dark enough that we could go right up to the edge, but on a really bright silver, if you put that up to the edge and then 2 coats of clear up to the edge, you can start getting a little bit of yellowing, because that is a You can even see through there, it's got a slight yellow tinge to it. But yeah, if I was doing this job, I'd keep this away from that edge. So just sort of, you're gonna need a little bit down here for where you're putting that color there. I just sort of keep it down to around here. Alright? So yeah, you don't need to go back over here. So as you say, just up to sort of here. Yep, get the gun. Oh yeah, here too, yep. Don't come up too far, I'd just go up to like here. Beautiful. So yeah, you've got to try and keep in mind how you sprayed that door. And you need the back edge of this door to be sprayed the same. There's no use in going full wet on that and then really dry on there, because that'll actually change the color. So keep that in mind. You got to keep that in mind and just flick the color out, man. It's pretty basic. You seem like you've got the techniques. You've watched all my videos. Just give it a shot and see how it goes. It looks pretty good to me. Just don't forget about that. That's it. And yeah, just do your quarter. I can see it's still a little bit transparent. You can just see that primer through there. So just make sure that gets covered. That's about it. Yep. And yeah, you got to still come down the rest of that quarter panel again. Make sure all your edges are still covered. What do you reckon? All edges are covered. It's a little bit transparent up under there. I'd kind of come up from this angle, if you can. But where it is, I think that'll be fine. Make sure up under here, is that all covered? Can't hurt to give it another one. And as you can see, that's starting to dry down pretty nicely. Sometimes I'll just sit there with the air, blow the air over it, make sure it's blended out okay, which honestly, that's not gonna need anymore. But if that was a little bit mottly, all I would do, turn that pressure right down. Does this gauge work? That actually does work. So you're on 20 PSI. I'd just come down to something like that, turn that pressure down a little bit and just sort of lightly go over that blend until you can't see it. But yeah, just keep in mind, if you were to do that over here and with a lower pressure, I'd want to go and do that at least on the front edge of the door, the panel that's going to meet up to it, so it's like being sprayed at the same pressures and stuff. But seriously, man, that's good. Like, I can't. Whoops, I just spat on it. That'll be alright. She'll be alright, mate. Yeah, I can't fault that really. If I did that, I'd be happy. It's not that hard, is it?
I'm stressing about that.
Yeah, but at least you're thinking about it. That's the thing. Like, it's better that you're stressing about it, and that means that you're actually thinking about it.
Well, I haven't had a couple of years, and you're
exactly.
so used to it.
Yeah.
So just in there, mate.
But no, your prep work's good. Like, there's no scratches, there's no block marks left in here. The panel looks straight. You've got the panel straight, you know. Don't worry at home if you're watching and saying that line looks all up the piss. You look at the other side. It's actually
the shape of the car.
It's the shape of the car.
Actually, I noticed the Reynolds is one exactly the same.
It looks like that should continue to come up and rounded, but it's actually not. That's actually how it's meant to be. No, that's awesome, man. That's ready to clear.
It's pretty much clean.
Killer, mate. And yeah, like when I come back in to do this, if I were you, I'd just give here just a little bit of a tack rag.
Yeah.
Just sort of here. I'm always a bit cautious not to go over my base coat just in case, like the 1 in 100 chance it is still a bit fresh. It's mainly just the overspray. I do a little one up here too, a little tack rag up there, and oh mate, what am I doing? Spitting on your paintwork again?
You're sabotaging me, eh? You said you would.
No, none of that, mate. None of that. All good. Yeah, I'm going to leave on to clear this. I've got to go clear another job next door because the other guy's got to get in the booth, and I'll see you in the next one.